Hi, this is June with New Orleans Potions, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make my Scarlet lip stain, and I use my Melt and Pour base. So the first thing we're going to do is measure out the base. So we need 5 grams. So I'm going to put the cup. Hit the tear button, and I kind of moved it partially. Move this to the side to make it a little quicker. Okay, that's 5 grams. So we're going to take that off, move it, and then we're going to make the color. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to put 1 large scoop of titanium dioxide, which I keep everything in a lot of different containers. All right, 1 large scoop. And then I want to put 2 large scoops of red 7 lake dye. One and 2. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to put is 1 large scoop of red oxide. Let me just wipe this real quickly. Okay. Okay, and that is actually going to make up the color. So what we're going to do is grind this, and then we're going to weigh out the portion that we need for making the lipstick. So I use this grinder, and I use saran wrap to put over the top. This is a Hamilton Beach coffee grinder. So I put this over the top just to make it cleaner so it doesn't go into the top of my grinder. So we're going to grind this for about 2 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to take the top off. I'm going to turn on my double boiler that's right beside me. I'm going to try and tap some of that off the top. And I'm going to empty this into a cup. When you're making these things and you're doing this for retail, you need to wear your gloves, and you also need to wear a mask to protect yourself, protect your lungs so you don't breathe in any of this. So we're going to put this in here. Okay, now that I've emptied it, I use these little makeup brushes to clean the inside just to get everything out and put that aside. Okay, so that's your grind. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna measure out 0.75 grams. So we're gonna measure this again. And while I'm measuring this, I'm gonna put the wax in the double boiler. And the reason you grind this is because when you put it in with the wax, it shortens the time that you have to stir and get it to dissolve and mix with the base. Okay. So we're going to weigh out 0.75. Okay, hit the tear button. Since I used this before, we're going to use this as a scoop. And if you don't get a full 0.75, which I'm sure I will, and there's only a little bit of color left, like I'm going to be right there. Okay. And I just usually save this for the next go around, but if you don't want to, you can actually just throw that away. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside. And then there's your color. And that's all you need for the melt and pour. Okay, now that the wax is melted, I'm just going to show you real quickly. It's just a little bit because that's only 5 grams, so we're going to add the color to it. And so you're going to have to do a little bit of stirring to get it to blend. But this doesn't take long. You just have to make sure all the titanium dioxide is blended. So you might want to smash with your spatula. Okay, this is now completely dissolved. So I'm going to move the burner over to the side. And I'm going to put 1 drop of isododylcane. And what this does is just makes the lipstick top smooth. Okay, now that's done. I'm going to turn the burner off. And you can see it's liquid. So what I want to do now is kind of wipe the pot and get rid of the water because I don't want it to pour into my jar. And then you could just let this sit and it will harden. And that would be your melt and pour lipstick, and this is Scarlet.